My name is Joshua Sam-Alade, and I'm a designer. I like to call myself a designer because I do both. I started off as a graphics designer, then specified majorly in branding, logo design to be precise, before moving into motion, then product UI UX. So I wouldn't say I'm a full stack designer because there's still 3D design and all of that I haven't ventured into, but I think I have some experience when it comes to design, and that's why I'm here. So I hope I'm able to impact you guys. So without further ado, I would like us to jump right into it. What I'll be speaking on is bridging the gap between technical and soft skills. Like I said, Anulu Akpo has done a great job telling us about what soft skills are, their importance, and how we can adapt these skills and help us make more informed decisions when relating with people, as it's an interpersonal skill. So let's just jump right into it. Let's go with the slide. So first, I like us to understand the various tech career paths we have, just like she did. She introduced some of the career paths you guys are currently venturing with Kin Plus, some of which are product design, software development, data science, and cybersecurity, amongst the few others that I deliberately did not mention here. So for the product designers, I know what you guys do is create user-centric products. That's the summary of it all. And the skills you guys have been learning for the past 1 month would be UI UX design, prototyping, user research, wireframing, and a lot more others. And the tools you're using will be Figma or Adobe XD or Sketch. So for the software developers, you guys are building and maintaining software applications, programming language, and the skills you guys possess currently are programming languages, problem solving, software engineering principles too. And some of you are either writing JavaScript, HTML, CSS, C++, Python, and the likes. So cybersecurity too. And need I mention, I might digress a little bit. So while I'm a designer, I also work as a network engineer, but I wouldn't say where. So I have a little bit of knowledge when it comes to networking. So, and which is tightly synonymous to cybersecurity, which is protecting systems and networks from cyber threats. So skills required are network security, cryptography, and risk assessment. So some of the certifications you need to recognize as a network engineer, you need to own a few certifications like your CompTIA Security Plus, your CCNA, your Certified Ethical Hacking certifications, and just some others. And the data scientists too, I'm not forgetting you guys. You guys help analyze and interpret complex data. And some of the skills you possess are statistics, machine learning, and data visualization. So I know you guys make use of Python to SQL, TensorFlow. So each part offers unique opportunities and requires different skill sets. That's why I put them in these colorful things you can see on my screen. So let's compare this career path. So each tech career path has its own focus on required skill sets. Product design emphasizes user experience and creativity. You designers, you do more of thinking, like it is not direct. Yes, we have a lot of similar products and we have UX laws and the likes, but each product is a potential new product, like that has not been created before. And even if it has been created, you are taking a different approach. So you guys use a lot of creativity, your creative skills. Software development requires technical coding skills and problem solving. Data science needs analytical and statistical knowledge, while cybersecurity demands security expertise and attention to detail. Need I remind you as designers too, you also need to possess some of the skills, like they can be intertwined to, like attention to detail. As a designer, you need to have a keen eye for details. So moving forward, we need to understand the importance of both technical and soft skills in tech careers. We'll define what these skills are, discuss their importance, and learn how to develop them to bridge a gap effectively, because that's the purpose of my presentation. That's bridging the gap between these two skills. That's technical and soft skills. So what are technical skills? Technical skills are specific knowledge and abilities required to perform job-specific tasks. I'll take that again. Technical skills are specific knowledge and abilities required to perform job-specific tasks. So to expand a little bit on that, I'll go into the examples. The examples of technical skills involve coding, data analysis, network configuration, and machine learning. Please let me ask, can you guys see my screen clearly? Is it clear enough? You can just give a thumb up sign.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So some examples of technical skills, like I mentioned before, are coding, data analysis, network configuration, and machine learning. And these skills are most times acquired through formal education and hands-on experience. A practical example would be I studied computer science from the prestigious, please clap for my school, Olusegun Agagu University of Science and Technology. You might have not heard of that school. That's because it's only for the rich kids. But then that's where I finished from, and I studied computer science. So it's through that part I was able to learn most of what I do now, even though interest played a huge role too. So hands-on experience required me joining groups and just trying to build things with my own and like my curiosity. Let me just use the word. That was how I was like, okay, let me try this, let me try that, and that was how I got to where I am today. So, what are soft skills? Soft skills are personal attributes and interpersonal abilities that enhance workplace performance. I think Anu said something very similar to this. And I was, when I saw the definition, I was impressed too. And the way she buttressed it, I know you guys can still remember. I believe no one has forgotten what Anu said because she was pretty specific with how she took us. Please, you can clap for her again, but not here. So personal attributes and interpersonal ability that enhance workplace performance are what soft skills are. And need I mention that some of these skills come naturally. Yes, you're not born with them, but Uta, I have your hand raised. Do you have a question? If you do, can you just drop it in the message in the chat? Just drop it in the chat. I'll check it out. So some examples of soft skills include communication, teamwork, problem solving, and adaptability. So because of time, that's why I asked Uta to drop his question in the chat section because we really need to speed things up. I saw the time frame for this was 11 to 12:30, and I really want to keep to time as much as I can. So I believe you guys are following. If you haven't, if you are not following, please just give a reaction. If you are following, give a reaction, please. Only
I am
Oluwatayo
following.
is. Thank you, Kende. Thank you very much. So I think I'm good to go, right? So some examples of soft skills, I'll take that again. Communication, teamwork, problem solving, and adaptability. I wouldn't go much into the details of this because I know I've already done that. I would be a little bit partial and focus more on the technical side of things. So, forging ahead, these skills are crucial for effective collaboration and leadership, to be honest, because they are intertwined. All of them, you can't do without the other. And as you progress in your career, you definitely would need these skills, like to work together. Before Anu dropped off, she asked the question that I also had in mind, funny how. So like you can't be 50 and say you still want to write codes or just keep designing. You get that at some point. Yes, I will say it gets boring, but you might not just have that strength and tenacity to carry on with this. So at that point, what you be doing more, what you be doing basically is more of brain work. And I would let's tag soft skill as more of brain and abstract skills. Soft skills are more of they're abstract, something you can't see, but then you feel like when someone uses it on you, when someone approaches you and says, ah, you you speak well, you know how it makes you feel. Or I like how I like the way you blend colors of the outfit, all of those things. You can't really feel, I mean, you can't really touch them, but you can feel them. So they're abstract, and there's a way it makes you feel. So it's a form of communication. Moving on, what are the importance of technical skills? We have role specific competence, and that's essential for performing job functions. So as a designer, I need to know how to come up with creative ideas to solve my client's problem or my company's problem. So they come up with, oh, this, we are trying to hit the market, introduce this new feature or product. How do we go about it? Anyone can come up with creative solutions, but then as my job, it's like Joshua's job specific. Come up with creative ways we can hit the market and gain the audience quickly. That's where you see some creative ads, creative motion posts like, oh God, how did they do this? Where you see maybe Samsung trolling Apple with their ads and all of that. So those are just some creative directions. So role specific competence, essential for performing job functions. That's just one of it. Coding is part of it. You can't say a developer and don't know how to write code. It's impossible. So you also need technical skills for career advancement. It opens up opportunities for specialized role. So as a designer that I am, when I'm applying for jobs, most times you see things like, oh, proficient to the use of Figma, effective, must know how to prototype, clean UI designs, or maybe they just want a UX researcher, someone that would help them do more of their research because of maybe they are still a startup and they're trying to understand the market better. So they need someone that will help them come up with effective personas, case studies, and all of that that would help them better understand the market they're trying to launch into. So these skills help you advance in your career. And also innovation and efficiency. Technical skills drive technological progress and operational efficiency. To be honest, that is I would say that is like the one of the key things that we don't pay attention to, especially in this part of the world where most of us just want to get a job and get the cool tech money. But in the actual sense, the reason for this product is so they make impacts, and the way you impact is progressive. When you solve a problem, it automatically comes up with a different. When you provide a solution, another problem arises, and you keep going and keep solving and keep solving and keep making things better. They could have stopped at the first iPhone, but they knew that, okay, they came up with a solution to communication. But yet they now saw that, okay, we've been able to solve this initial problem, but how do we make it better? Technical skills basically was what made all of that possible. So let's go. Technical skills are vital for performing specific job functions and are essential for career advancement in specialized roles. They drive technological progress and operational efficiency, making them indispensable in the tech industry. I believe that's clear enough. I did not get a response. You know the funny thing, it's
Yes,
actually
it is
cold here.
clear.
It's cold here in Lagos, and I'm still this vibrant. I don't think it's raining over there. If you can see, I'm holding my hoodie. So I would like to see all the reactions, like throw it, those emojis. I love seeing them pop up on my screen. Nice. Thank you, Alayo. So moving on, what are the importance of soft skills? I won't dwell too much on this because our mama at Anu has done a brilliant job teaching us these things. So let's not waste so much time on this, but I'll quickly run through it. So importance of soft skills involve effective communication. Like she said, facilitates clear exchange of ideas. If there are no effective, if you don't possess these soft skills like communication, it will be hard to communicate your ideas. Or even if you are communicating, okay, take for example, there are people we work with that naturally they are angry. It just feels like whenever they come into work, maybe they've been pissed from home. If you don't know how to go around still communicating to them in a way that would allow a smooth work relationship between you two, you guys will find it hard to deliver results, like meet specific KPIs and all of that. So you need to master the art of effective communication. So that way it's easy for you to communicate with people, not necessarily by words, but by maybe subtle expressions that makes them feel comfortable around you or just love your aura. So also team collaboration is one of the importance of soft skills. It enhances work, teamwork, and project success, like I said. So if you know how to communicate, I think it will be easy for you to, not necessarily, it might not be so easy for you to collaborate with that. But why I'm saying this is because along the line, I've done a lot of things. Worked as, I've been in this for a while. So as you proceed, this is me digressing. As you proceed, you begin to pick up these skills one after the other. Because, like Anu mentioned, these things did not come easy. Some of us, which I believe will be the same case with most of you here present here today, you won't have opportunities like with that Anu had when she was in school that, oh, they prepare them weeks to come give presentation and speak. And if they miss it, if they can't, they will keep doing it every day. This time around, all you have is you. So if you refuse to pick yourself up and practice the skills, you might not get ahead that quick or at all. So these soft skills are intertwined, so you learn them as you go. But still back to team collaboration, it enhances teamwork and project success. So also leadership and management. This is like the oga patapata of them all. It is crucial for guiding teams and making strategic decisions. As a leader, every is the head that wears the crown. So as a leader, you need to learn this skill, like this leadership skill we're talking about. You need to understand how to relate with your colleagues, your teammates, people who you work with, people who are subject to you that, oh, whatever it is you tell them is what they do. Because subconsciously, as a leader, like I said, every is here that wears the crown. If you are working as a leader, there are some people that might not be pleased with how you run things, and some will feel like, oh, you're the best. Knowing how to manage these things is essential, and soft skills, developing this soft skill is what's going to actually help you excel as in your career too. Because if you know how to do these things, like if you effectively master the art of leadership, team collaboration, and effective communication, there is no stopping your progress in whatever career field it is you've chosen. So soft skills are equally important as they facilitate effective communication and enhance teamwork. They are crucial for leadership and management roles, enabling professionals to guide teams and make strategic decisions. So let's move on to bridging the gap between technical and soft skills. So first off, we have integrated learning. This is where you combine your technical and soft skills training. Basically, what we're doing here is more of soft skill, because most time I'm used to maybe we're having a live session where I'm teaching maybe auto layout or variables and mastering Figma variables or something. So we have to speak, teach, and also show workings. No be too much church or church or chop, that kind of thing. So this when you do both, it helps you get better at that. Is bridging the gap between technical and soft skills, because they are not mutually exclusive. They need each other to actually survive. You need both of them to thrive in whatever career path it is you've chosen. So learning to combine your technical skill and your soft skill is very vital. So next, you have practical experience. So apply these skills in real world scenarios. like like she said, like volunteer. You can decide to like take up this. Sorry, Omotola. Okay, so this applying these skills in real world scenarios, that is very crucial, because you only get better by trying. You try, you might say that, maybe take for example this thing I'm doing, this talk that I'm giving, this seminar or webinar. I'm not so good at it, to be honest. I prefer just sit down, make beautiful designs, dish it out. But I know that to grow in this field, you need to utilize social media. So that made me venture into like coming up with structured posts on maybe certain topics. I'm not good at it. I'm just learning. So, but that was because of I chose to applied my skill, like, okay, let me take up this whole public speaking thing or teaching. And so far, so good. I've been called to speak at different places, to be honest, and some that I didn't even imagine. For example, King Plus. King Plus is a big company, to be honest, and you guys are doing a great job. Please, a round of applause for yourselves. So moving on, you just need to apply these skills in real scenarios to like get better at them and to bridge the gap effectively. Continuous improvements, regularly update both skill sets. Omola, if you need to speak, can you just drop it in the chat? I mean, Omotola, sorry. Okay, thanks. So continuous improvement, that's regularly update both skill sets. That is very necessary. And I'll give you an example. You all are at King Plus now, learning one tech skill or the other. You guys are split into groups based on the career paths you've chosen. So I'll focus more on UI UX design because I love them. So you designers, you all are starting together. Let's say you've never heard about it until you came to King Plus. You see that some of you will start. It's just a practice. I'm a realist. So some of you you all are starting together, but you see people progress differently in the sense that some within the next 6 months they maybe landed a good gig, and you're wondering like, how come we started together? And it could even be so funny that you designed better than this person, but you see this person has landed a good gig. Most of the time, it's not necessarily based on just the technical skill they have, like, oh, I'm good at designing. Sometimes it's how they approach, maybe by sending code emails, how they structure their applications, and how they reach out to people. Like Anu said, networking. That is a very vital role. So it's not just enough to have the technical skill. It is also necessary to possess these soft skills, like very crucial. In fact, I will say this, and I'll say it blatantly. You will go nowhere with just your technical skill. It's facts. You will go nowhere. You will still remain in the same spot and make beautiful stuffs that wouldn't even leave your bedroom. So, but the moment you implement even the tiniest of just maybe networking, you just go out for maybe Dev Fest or Oscar Fest and you just meet someone, and that person happens to just know someone or pick interest in that. Ah, you said you do this. I remember you 2 months after the event, and it's like, I since you do this, how about we work on this project together? My company is trying to implement this feature, or I am starting a company and this is the product I'm trying to build. That's an opportunity, all based on networking, which is part of soft skills. So it's very important that you try to leverage these soft skills. And I'll give you this free piece of advice. Each and every one of you possess at least one of these soft skills. Like there's one of the soft skill you possess that it could be compliments. You guys now to step into a room and make everyone feel comfortable and they want to listen to you. It's a skill, to be honest. It helps you with presentations like this. It helps you with conflict resolution. It helps in different ways. Most of you know how to enter a place and immediately you've seen the highest person in the room and the highest person you've networked. The person is telling his business ideas. You guys are good. So all you need to do is take a step back and think about these things that you guys possess and how you can effectively build it as they are building at King Plus now. Because I believe you guys, if I heard correctly, you are 1 month plus into your training. So that's just up for grabs for free. You're welcome. So bridging the gap between technical and soft skills requires integrated learning, like I mentioned, where both types of skills are developed simultaneously. Practical experience helps apply these skills in real world scenarios. Like you have King Plus. It could be that for your project review, maybe after a month of training, they could ask you guys to work on a product and you guys will present it like a MVP. Someone will take up that role. In fact, we all would work together to like make that presentation because it is simulating the real world experience of, oh, I am working with a startup founder and we're trying to raise funds, we are trying to pitch to inventors and we can invest. We are trying to okay, sorry, please, admin. I think you have the universal right to mute. Yes, thanks. So you are trying to pitch to investors. You all will go together, prepare a pitch deck. Someone's going to pitch your idea, and it will be a collaborative effort. So all of this, it's a practical reward scenario that you will be, I believe, Kin Plus would give you guys during your this grooming phase, where you guys would also have to present to each other, just like projects you did in the university or in maybe secondary school, if some of you did, where you guys stand in front of the class and present your work to your fellow students, that kind of thing, or debate manifestos. Yes. And continuous improvement ensures that both skill sets remain relevant. So moving on, how do we develop technical skills? So first off, like I said, education. That's through formal degrees and certifications. Currently, I am also pursuing a certification in networking. My exam is coming up in a few weeks, to be honest, and I'm preparing to, because that's the only way they would see you. Okay, the certification I'm going for is CCNA. It's called Cisco Certified Network Associate. And to be honest, let me even digress a bit. You guys have a wonderful opportunity at King Plus, because I went through the profile and how much you are paying to learn these skills. And to be honest, they are doing you guys a great deal of favor. So you guys should put your hands together again for your facilitators. They're doing a great job. Because this certification I'm taking, the CCNA, I wouldn't tell you the price. I only ask you to look up how much this certification costs. And it is one-time sitting. If you fail the exam, the money is gone. So people develop technical skills through formal degrees from schools, through certifications from, like I mentioned, CCNA, CEH, CompTIA Security Plus, CISSP, and a lot more, even HCIA, that's Huawei certification. So you can also develop technical skills through online courses like Coursera, Udacity, edX, Udemy. I use Udemy a lot. I've tried Coursera. I just prefer the UX and UI of Udemy. I'm being partial. But then that's another platform in which you can develop this technical skill you currently have. And the formal the formal education is still, I mean, the education dimension is still, Kim Plus falls under that. So that is still some sort of education too. So hands-on projects, like for me, I'm a self-taught designer. So I got to develop my technical skill majorly through hands-on projects, taking on projects that I've never tried before. Like, oh, Joshua, can you do, I want to make a motion ad for my water bottle company, this, and that. I'm already in design, yes. What skills do I need to, what tools do I need to work with? Oh, I need to work with Cinema 4D. I need to work with Blender. I need to work with this to make it beautiful. I go on YouTube, I research about it, spend hours, give a quote, something that I know is a skill for them, and I do it. That way, I deliver on the project. It adds to my own skill set that, okay, I am a 3D designer. That is as simple as that. Then it boosts my confidence to like bid for better jobs and opportunities to like try out my hand on this project and all of that. So that's one way to also develop technical skills, hands-on projects. And you can also do it for fun. People build for fun. I heard a rumor that this tap swap, tap, tap, tap. There was a 12-year-old boy that just did it for fun also. I know it's rumor, but people actually do stuff like that. So developing technical skills can be achieved through formal education, certifications, and online courses from platforms like Coursera, Udacity, and edX. I will add Udemy too. Hands-on projects, including internships like you have at Kin Plus, and personal projects provide practical experience. I believe when you guys will be done at Kin Plus, you guys will come out, let me prophesy like a pastor, changing individuals. You guys will be changed, like be transformed. Kin Plus will renew you guys' mind. Well, moving on, how to develop soft skills. Our beautiful speaker, Anu, she already said most of what's here. That's workshops and trainings, like what we have here actually too. Because this also a soft skill, like a seminar. What I'm doing is a seminar actually. But we're not doing more of the, I'm just educating you on how you can develop this though. So I believe you all that are jotting will learn a few things when you, and you also be able to go back to this, read it up. I can even share this slide with you if you're interested. Yes, I prepared it, but it might not be, these subtle animations might not be there any longer. It's just a PDF. So, but through workshops and training, you through practice and feedback. That's role playing. Like I said, if Kim Plus allows you guys have this or in-house presentation where you guys present your work, that would be very fantastic and to be a fertile ground for you to develop the skills. So peer feedback too. Talking to that friend like, oh, like when you're preparing for exam in school, they'll be like, okay, ask me any question. And they ask you that is peer feedback. So like, okay, after you missed it, immediately you miss it, the person will tell you the answer. You're like, ah, don't tell me the answer, don't tell me the answer. Something like that. They are giving you feedback. Just like, okay, let's try this. Let's try it this way. I will act as this, you act like this. After everything, maybe someone on the other hand is looking and say like, okay, you should have said this, you should have said that. Practice and feedback, it actually helps a lot too. So, and it could be as this presentation. One of the designers might look at this my slide and be like, I don't like how you did this. How about you try this or try it this way? And it might actually work. No be only one way enter markets. So try to get ideas from other people too. So mentorship, learn from experienced professionals like your facilitators at Kim Plus, like me. I still have my mentor, but I would also like, I think the one we have been able to grow is by educating, by teaching people to not more of church or church like this, but more of showing workings and carrying them along. And I'm open to mentoring. So, and I believe even Anu said it. That is what she does. So you can reach out to people and you can even search for people online, send cold emails like, oh, you notice Chris Do, the founder of the future. You can message him and he might open your mail. And the way you craft it based on this soft skill you have is impressed and he's like, yes, I'd like to take you in. Fly over to wherever it is he resides and we are getting first-hand training from him. That's one way to develop the skills to mentorship. So moving on, soft skills can be developed through workshops, training sessions, and seminars, practice and feedback, such as role playing and peer reviews, are effective methods. Sorry. Additionally, mentorship from experienced professionals provides valuable guidance, like I rightfully stated. Moving on, how do we integrate these skills in the workplace? This is very brief. And I know some of the things I mentioned here has already been mentioned by Anu. I think you guys will be tired of me saying has been mentioned by Anu, but Anu did a splendid job, to be honest. So starting with team projects, you collaborate on cross-functional teams. That is designers working with developers and data analysts, the cyber security guys, and all of that. And all of that, please. Okay, I'll answer your question, Bukola. If you are referring to myself and Anu, I would drop my handles here, Instagram and Twitter with LinkedIn. So you can reach out to me on any of those platforms, but you see it at the end of the slide. So moving on, like I said, true team project, that's collaborating on cross-functional teams where you know that, okay, you guys need to develop, like maybe you guys want to revamp Kim Plus website. And what are the features you need to add there? You need to add a student session whereby as a trainee, you have like, it's like an LMS. Let's just put it that way. How do we implement this? What do we need to develop? What screens do we need to design? How do we go about this? You begin to liaise with your project director, the backend guys. Everyone has ideas. They all feedback. That collaboration helps boost how you actually take up other projects because you won't be with Kim Plus, you won't be at Kim Plus forever. You move on somewhere else. So, and this skill you integrate at Kim Plus, like contributing your design skill, contributing your soft skill, or whatever skill it is you have. As you contribute it, it goes back to you in fivefold. Let me just sound like that. But you get better. And when you take it somewhere else, you even make more impact and also learn more. And that's how you make this career advancement. Sure. So leadership opportunities, take on leadership roles in projects, volunteer. See, currently I'm working on a project with some guys and I created a pool yesterday to like ask them because we asked to implement a feature on the website and I'm working with some newbies. Some are actually good. And what I did, I created a pool because I know that if I meet you and say we have to work on this, and I say I should give you a project, I might give you a project that I cannot do, but you will not say you cannot do it. So I created a pool asking, like, these are the tasks, these are the features we have to work on. I would like you to, and I listed them tasks 1 to 7, I think. And I asked them to select, they can select one or more of the skills they are comfortable working, implementing. On the tasks they are comfortably implementing. And every single one of them responded, even the least. Let me use that. And also in the other pool, I said, state your confidence level. And the last one I said, before the second to the last, I said for 100%, if you are very confident of your skill level, you should put confidence is my, I tagged it as confidence is my name for 100%. Then I said body challenge for 75%. Then I said for the 25%, I said facing my fears. Then I did not tag anything like 0%. I just said no retreat, no surrender. But taking up that no retreat, no surrender are for people who know they've not tried this thing before. They are not confident, but it's an avenue. Like that was just a push for them to like, I can't sit idle while others are working. Let me do something. So at least if you cannot fly, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. If you cannot crawl, I don't know what they said, but shall keep moving. So, and the way you can get better at this stuff is by actually taking up roles, be it leadership roles or volunteering to do stuff. It could be for free. I started most of the projects I worked on there almost free. Some free, most almost free. So moving on, networking to build professional relationships and learn from others. No one is an island of knowledge. We all have something to share. I know Kim Plus has a lot of experts, great people there that I believe if I sit in a room with you guys, I will go with my pen dry and my book full. I'm very sure. So, and just as I also know, I have 1 or 2 things to share, and I believe some of you would have 1 or 2 things to take home from this whole seminar. So, running down, you will see on our bar here, we are almost done. We're almost done with this. So, integrating skills in the workplace. Integrating both technical and soft skills in the workplace can be achieved by collaborating on cross-functional teams and taking on leadership roles in projects. Networking helps build professional relationships and learn from others, further enhancing these skills. So I'll just give a brief recap. In conclusion, balancing technical and soft skills is crucial for success in tech careers, like I mentioned earlier. You can't excel in whatever career it is you've chosen just by learning the technical skill alone. You need to integrate it with the soft skills so that you already have some of this, like some of which you already possess, and some which you develop along the way as you face your fears and pick up opportunities as you see them, whether you are ready or not. So pursue integrated learning, seek practical experiences, and commit to continuous improvement to bridge the gap effectively. So once again, I would like to say thank you for having me.